rehydrated pipe tobacco 10 times and molded. You can't say that every time you rehydrate a pipe tobacco is going to mold. Many of these people who are commenting on your videos, they're living in like Florida. And nothing against people who live in Florida, but their humidity is freaking ridiculous. Their humidity right now is probably 60, 70 degrees on average. In the summer, 90, 100 degrees, temperature-wise, humidity-wise. While people like me who are living in Massachusetts, in the Northeast, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, Detroit, Michigan, whatever, we're living in a climate where right now it's probably 0.5% humidity outside. Freezing cold. Freezing my ass off. So, point is, you can't rely on one person's point of view. Not to flame people, not to troll people, not to be rude or aggressive towards people, but you can't rely on one person's point of view. It's like saying, well, I tried to store my, I tried to store my potato chips in Ziploc bags, and they went dry, and I got mold on my potato chips. You can't rely on one person's point of view, because that person could be living in a climate where it's freaking humid outside, while you might be living in a climate where it's very, very, very cold outside. So a lot of it depends on your climate with storage. Obviously, with pipe tobacco, the same rule applies with cigars. You never, ever want to store cigars above 75 degrees, 80 degrees, absolutely not 80 degrees above. I have done in the past, admittedly, yes. But it's a big, big risk, because once you store cigars in a climate that's above 80 degrees, your odds go way up for having mold or beetles. Pipe tobacco, you want to be careful, because there's really not pipe tobacco beetles, though I'm sure you can get beetles, because it has tobacco leaves in it. You're concerned with pipe tobacco, your concern is not beetles even. It's really mold you're concerned about, because that's a safety point of view. So, your concern is mold. And pipe tobacco, for example, does perfect in my humidity climate. Because I have my pipe tobacco in Ziploc bags. It's stored at a very nice humidity. These HemaCare packs keep it at 65 degrees. And currently my house, I believe my house is at like 65 degrees relative humidity. Yeah, that's fine. Just be careful. But don't rely on one person's point of view. Don't rely on people saying, well, I rehydrated my pipe tobacco. It molded. So that's going to be the same for you. Well, I stored my tobacco in a Ziploc bag. 2 weeks later, it went bone dry. For example, I've stored pipe tobacco before, not with no humidification. Absolutely no humidification. For a matter of years. No mason jar, no HemaCare pack, no Bovita pack, no beads, nothing. And it stayed fresh for a couple of years. No mold. Absolutely no mold whatsoever. Was it bad after 2 years of sitting bone dry? Absolutely. It tasted like crap. It was disgusting. It lost all of its flavor. Way, way, way more mild. Very, very. It was like an aromatic tobaccos. It was that odd man out sampler that I ordered like 5 years ago. Yeah. After sitting in my room, in my cabinets for like 2 years, the stuff was crap. Stuff was disgusting. Blah. I wouldn't smoke it. Wicked bitey. Aromatics are bitey enough to begin with. But after sitting there for 2 or 3 years, you couldn't even take more than 5 or 10 puffs off it without it biting your tongue. So, I'm not giving you a green light to say, listen, you shouldn't be worried about storing tobacco, pipe tobacco, but don't rely on people's information all the time. And definitely don't store your tobacco in bad conditions like the fridge or the freezer or anything like that, because that's just going to ruin your tobacco. So that's a little bit about pipe tobacco right here. It's not a big deal storing it. It's actually very simple to store it. So your storage proceedings is all based on your personal climate, your personal environment. What works for me may not work for you. What works for me may work for you. It depends a lot on a lot of factors. So, part of the reason why my pipe tobaccos probably burn fast when I'm outside is because my humidity is so low. I mean, I don't smoke in my house. I don't smoke anywhere in the house. I smoke when there's always cool air coming inside, or hot air. So, I don't smoke in the house at all. I always smoke in the garage or outside on the deck. And right now, if I were to go outside on the deck, I'd be talking 60 degrees, 10 degrees humidity, something like that. And so part of the reason why I may not get a very long burn time out of my tobaccos is because it's very, very dry outside. And that dry air makes the tobacco burn like wildfire. So yeah, that's part of the reason. Part of the reason why I go to my tobacconist smoking lounge, my Watch City Cigar smoking lounge, why do I get more time out of the tobacco in a pipe, like this pipe right here, is because their smoking lounge is heated. Their smoking lounge probably right now, with their closed right now, is probably, because it's like 9 o'clock at night or after 9 o'clock at night. It's actually probably more like 9:30 right now. Is their lounge is like 70 degrees. So you wonder why you get more time out of the tobacco is because there's more warm air. And that warm air makes the tobacco burn more slower because if you're going out in freezing cold weather like I am, I know I'm whining. I'm not really whining, I'm more just rambling. But if you're going out in freezing cold weather like I am, where it's 5% humidity with your cigars and your pipe tobacco, yeah, they're going to burn fast. They're going to burn really, really fast. Your cigars are going to crack. They're going to split. And your pipe tobacco is going to burn like wildfire. People ask me, or people may wonder, smoking S77, why don't you get 30, 40, 50 minutes out of your pipes? Well, most of the time, my humidity outside is very, very low. It's, on average, probably, even in the summertime, even in the summertime, it's high, but it's not as high as people who are living in, Florida, where it's very high. So it depends on a lot of factors. There's no one answer to do it to determine how one's humidity or one's storage proceedings is going to help for cigars and pipe tobacco. But definitely avoid things like putting it in the fridge. I got a comment a long time ago, and it wasn't really a negative comment. It was like, but you should put your tobacco in the fridge. Never put tobacco in the fridge. Absolutely never do that. Because the cold air will ruin the tobacco. So, yeah. But, yeah, so that's something I wanted to talk about. Also, the burley tobaccos I also wanted to talk about. I am getting more into the burley tobaccos. They're fun to try. This burley right here is really nice. Very nice smell. Yeah. And, yeah, so I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to talk about right now? I do want to try more burley tobaccos. I really do want to try more. I am very, very interested in, a lot of the burley tobaccos. If any of you have any suggestions about medium to full-bodied, medium to medium strength burley tobaccos, down there in the comments, please let me know. Aside from that, my life has been going very well. I guess I'm going to do a quick ramble about my life. My life is going very well. I hope everyone had a very happy Valentine's Day. Obviously, I'm single, so it's pretty much meaningless to me, but point is, yeah, I hope everyone had a happy Valentine's Day. I didn't do a special video for that, but, yeah. And, so, I'm just rambling at this point, but, yeah, I, had a very happy weekend. I will be, yeah, that's about all I wanted to say. And, yeah, so, okay, I think I'm going to leave it at that. This video is how long is this video? Oh, yeah, this video is already after 30 minutes, so it's going on after 30 minutes. Comment, rate, subscribe if you want to, and see you guys later. Bye.